He redoubled his gaiety and carelessness. "How sprightly you are," said Caderousse, "one would say you were already in possession of your property." "No, unfortunately, but when I do obtain it." "Well? I shall remember old friends, I can tell you that." "Yes, since you have such a good memory." "What do you want? It looks as if you were trying to fleece me." "I? What an idea! I, who am going to give you another piece of good advice." "What is it?" "To leave behind you the diamond you have on your finger." "We shall both get into trouble." "You will ruin both yourself and me by your folly." "How so?" said Andrea. "How? You put on a livery, you disguise yourself as a servant, and yet keep a diamond on your finger worth 4,000 or 5,000 francs. You guess well. I know something of diamonds, I have had some." "You do well to boast of it," said Andrea, who, without becoming angry, as Caderousse feared, at this new extortion, quietly resigned the ring. Caderousse looked so closely at it that Andrea well knew that he was examining to see if all the edges were perfect. "It is a false diamond," said Caderousse. "You are joking now," replied Andrea. "Do not be angry, we can try it." Caderousse went to the window, touched the glass with it, and found it would cut. "Confiteor," said Caderousse, putting the diamond on his little finger, "I was mistaken, but those thieves of jewelers imitate so well that it is no longer worth while to rob a jeweler's shop. It is another branch of industry paralyzed." "Have you finished?" said Andrea. "Do you want anything more? Will you have my waistcoat or my hat?" "Make free, now you have begun." "No, you are, after all, a good companion, I will not detain you, and will try to cure myself of my ambition." "But take care the same thing does not happen to you in selling the diamond you feared with the gold." "I shall not sell it, do not fear." "Not at least till the day after tomorrow," thought the young man. "Happy rogue," said Caderousse, "you are going to find your servants, your horses, your carriage, and your betrothed." "Yes," said Andrea. "Well, I hope you will make a handsome wedding present the day you marry Mademoiselle Danglars." "I have already told you it is a fancy you have taken in your head." "What fortune has she?" But I tell you. 1,000,000? Andrea shrugged his shoulders. Let it be 1,000,000, said Caderousse. You can never have so much as I wish you. Thank you, said the young man. Oh, I wish it you with all my heart, added Caderousse with his horse laugh. Stop, let me show you the way. It is not worth while. Yes, it is. Why? Because there is a little secret, a precaution I thought it desirable to take, one of Hurray and Fichet's locks, revised and improved by Gaspard Caderousse. I will manufacture you a similar one when you are a capitalist. Thank you, said Andrea, I will let you know a week beforehand. They parted. Caderousse remained on the landing until he had not only seen Andrea go down the 3 stories, but also cross the court. Then he returned hastily, shut his door carefully, and began to study, like a clever architect, the plan Andrea had left him. Dear Benedetto, said he, I think he will not be sorry to inherit his fortune, and he who hastens the day when he can touch his 500,000 will not be his worst friend. Chapter 82. The burglary. The day following that on which the conversation we have related took place, the Count of Monte Cristo set out for Auteuil, accompanied by Ali and several attendants, and also taking with him some horses whose qualities he was desirous of ascertaining. He was induced to undertake this journey, of which the day before he had not even thought and which had not occurred to Andrea either, by the arrival of Bertuccio from Normandy with intelligence respecting the house and sloop. The house was ready, and the sloop which had arrived a week before lay at anchor in a small creek with her crew of 6 men, who had observed all the requisite formalities and were ready again to put to sea. The Count praised Bertuccio's zeal, and ordered him to prepare for a speedy departure, as his stay in France would not be prolonged more than a month. Now, said he, I may require to go in one night from Paris to Tréport. Let 8 fresh horses be in readiness on the road, which will enable me to go 50 leagues in 10 hours. Your Highness had already expressed that wish, said Bertuccio, and the horses are ready.